This is my review of the Fieri Flavortown Laser Titanium cookware set, which I got for Christmas to replace an old set that I'd had for about 5 or 6 years. Had one of the prior generation non-stick surfaces, not ceramic, but one of those ones that was supposed to last a lifetime. But I had recently noticed that it was starting to fleck off, and that always kind of scares me, knowing that that junk is getting into my family's food. I had been considering high carbon steel because of its non-stick properties, of course. But then I saw this and it just made sense, especially the titanium aspect of it, no chemicals, no coatings. So I thought I'd give it a try. And I'll tell you, I'm really glad I did. Out of the box, it is an amazingly complete set. For any type or size of cooking that you're going to be facing, this really will accommodate it. First off, the stock pots, you get the almost intimidating 8-quart. I'm not used to an 8-quart stock pot. So this thing will cook up enough pasta for an entire family without a doubt. This 6-quart, which is probably what most people are more used to for their large stock pot. A couple fry pans. I will say I wish that the larger fry pan was 12-inch instead of a 10-inch, but it works. And you get the saucepans, of course, the smaller 4-quart, the larger 6-quart, and then this large one that they call a saucepan. Is it a saucepan? I'm not really sure. But it also could serve as a great frying surface, a great large fry pan if you need to do up a whole bunch of eggs. So it's a great set, really complete out of the box. I will admit I'm not qualified to talk to whether this is truly non-stick or not out of the box because I season them. I've been seasoning metal pots and pans, especially cast iron, for a long time. So anything that's a metal surface, I think, should be seasoned. And I'll go over that in just a second because what's out there, especially for this set, I think as far as seasoning instructions go, is misleading and inaccurate, even from the manufacturer, and they have different sets of instructions out there. So it's really easy, and I'll go over that in just a minute because I think seasoning is important and it does make all the difference in the world. I had the opportunity to really trial these pots and pans with our Christmas feast, and it was a baptism by fire where I really tested the non-stick properties. Again, I did season them first, but when I used the larger stock pot for our gravy, and there was still about ½ inch left in the pot after I filled up the gravy boats. And I put it back on the stove and we went and sat down and feasted for about an hour, and I forgot to turn the stove off. So I've kind of reproduced that in this by putting some gravy in it, some leftover gravy, and letting it just cook off for a while. It does leave a very thick sludge at the bottom, and I'll show you that, but this is what I experienced because I thought it was going to be a wreck. I thought it was going to be a mess, and that's what I would have been used to. But I'm going to bring it up and just show you, if you can see that, like nothing is sticking to that. Nothing whatsoever sticks to that. And I'm going to actually bring it over so you can see what the cleanup process really is. Yes, these pots and pans are dishwasher safe. I will tell you, I would never ever, just like good cutlery, I would never run mine through the dishwasher. As you can see, like even just rinsing it, they're almost perfectly clean. For me, I spray these with a little Dawn power wash, wipe them, rinse them, they're good to go. Probably one of the easiest pot sets I've ever had to actually work with. I'm in the process right now of cooking up some vegetables for dinner tonight. As you can see, just nothing is sticking to these. It's really a fantastic surface. Seasoning is really easy, and I will tell you that the proper procedure And I seasoned every one of these. As soon as I opened them up, I cleaned them, dried them, and seasoned them. Seasoning is really easy. Put the pot or the pan on the burner and let it heat up. Some people tell you to use olive oil. No. Some people say use avocado oil. No. What you want to use, plain and simply, grapeseed oil. It's very cost effective. It's not expensive. And you will notice that it is called the high heat cooking oil. This is what you want to use. Once the heat comes up, drizzle some oil into the pan, wipe it with a good bunch of paper towels and spread it all throughout the pan, and let it rest and let it come up to heat. And once it starts to smoke, and you'll notice, you don't want it to get a heavy smoke, you just want to see the smoke start, turn the heat off, take it off, let it rest for an hour until it cools down, and then wipe it with a dry cloth. And that's really it. I will tell you that I plan on reseasoning these once or twice a year. Again, I'm going to use them at least every day, at least once every day, unless we're on vacation, of course. But I will reseason them, and that I expect that reseasoning these, I'll get 10 years out of them. Oh, and the other thing I recommend, above and beyond, don't dishwasher them. Don't put them in the dishwasher. Hand wash them. It's quick. It's easy. Invest in a cheap set of felts. And you'll notice that when you're stacking your pots and pans, you want to make sure that there's felt between wherever your pans are going to touch. The number one friction point on any given pan, which is why the upper edge always seems to wear away, is because people put another pan on top of it and it moves around and it scrapes. I also, like they say that you can use metal utensils on these, and I believe it. I'll never use a metal utensil on mine. So take good care of them. Wash them, care for them appropriately, and I expect to get 10 years out of these. Knock on wood, or granite, whatever. Stay tuned. Check back next year about this time, and I'll give you my 1-year update. Thanks.
council response.